HMS Queen Elizabeth. Most of the ship's company remain below deck, living a subterranean existence, an enclosed, underground community.
Wes, what have you got there, shipmate?
All right, sir, how are you?
Very well. What do you got there?
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake?
Yeah.
Is that high-fibre, low-cholesterol, slimline cheesecake?
Yeah, slimline.
Good man. Well done.
All right.
Cheers, Wes.
Okay.
Sometimes you go for days without seeing daylight. Take 1,200 people, put them in a tin box, surround them with high explosives ammunition, flammable fuel, running machinery, and then stick it in the middle of the Atlantic and start doing some dangerous stuff like rotary wing flying and fixed wing flying. You have to be a special kind of person to not get flustered by that.
Flood in French machinery.
With over 225 miles of piping on board, much of it high pressure, flooding is a constant danger.
Support party! Support party!
Floods are bad enough, but even worse are fuel leaks.
Fire danger, fire danger, fire danger.
And now, 1,000 miles out to sea, a leak of explosive fuel could be the first deadly threat to this maiden voyage. Training kicks in immediately, and damage control teams are on the scene within seconds.
A fuel spill in 8th November, pump space. There's just been a fuel spill through the other side, so obviously any fuel anywhere is a fire danger. Right, follow me, watch the step into the slip here, right?
An aviation fuel pipe has burst. One spark here would be disastrous. Even just the vapors pose a danger.
Start cleaning up down there. We start getting headaches, start feeling dizzy, get them out, we're rotating through, yeah? No more than 15 minutes of time in there, yeah?
When you start feeling dizzy or nauseous, out that way, all right? So they've managed to stop the flood of fuel. Obviously, the emergency party is still on scene, so if it does flash up again, so for any God forbid reason this set on fire, we can have the team to deal with it. Right. So, yeah, that's...
Overwhelming smell of fuel.
It stinks, yeah. It's horrendous.
Much of the ship is highly automated, but there are some things that still have to be done by hand or foot.
She's a big girl, 65,000 tons, and there are 1,200 plus people on here today. When you actually look at the size of the ship and the amount of people, it's still a big piece of real estate for not that many people to actually get around every day and clean and do firefighting and do first aid party and do their normal jobs. US aircraft carrier of an equivalent size has a ship's company of about 5,000. We've got 1,200.